This episode of Ryan Long's Branded Street Interviews has been brought to you by Forbidden Clothes.
There's a lot of people right now, in support of the sex work community, but not very many people have been standing up for pimps and people like that.
I don't support anything related to like selling someone else's body or anything.
But you not think that maybe you're just not supporting the community?
I'm not entirely sure. I mean, again, it's up to their own free will. So like, yeah, sure.
Because there is the rule of law, but then there's also like the pimp code and stuff like that.
Right, yeah, essentially.
So they have to handle their merchandise a certain way. Which may not be in accordance with the United States law.
It's a very subjective question.
What do you think a pimp should do if, for example, one of the hoes is getting out of line or something like that?
That's a big question.
It's a question they have to ask themselves every day, right?
Yeah, I guess so. I mean,
so most guys that do male prostitution are independent.
Why do you think that is, that the men sort of run their own business, whereas a girl...
For men who I think are just more entrepreneurially oriented,
where the girls were like, get the guy to do it for them, sort of thing. You saying that's sexist?
What I'm saying
is more entrepreneurially.
World, my friend. I'm saying because of sexism, yes. I'm not saying that women are like this.
Like when you say pimp, I think more of street sex and more violent and the more...
Yeah, sometimes they have to be
like
violent,
controlling.
But that's just part of the game, isn't it?
There's a lot more to sex work than just street, prostitution.
But I guess that's just the difference between old school and new school. Like some of the old school pimps, like, that's their way and that's how they do it. And some of the new school pimps, have sort of like a hands-off approach.
I think it has more to do with money and drugs.
Well, isn't that stereotyping to say that all pimps are involved with drugs?
No, I'm saying that drugs are very...
I stand up for a free market economy, so like in a sense that's sort of free market.
It's anti-free market to tell the pimps how to deal with their products.
So it's like I don't like that business, but as long as the people that are involved in it are like okay with the idea.
They sort of knew what they signed up for, I guess, right?
Yeah, essentially, yeah. It's a term of agreements, right?
Yeah, and a lot of times the rules were set beforehand, like if you disobey me, this is what happens.
Right, essentially. So if someone wants to be a pimp, then go ahead.
Is it homophobic to not be gay because you're basically saying I wouldn't have sex with a guy? Do you know how some guys will like have sex with other dudes or whatever?
Yeah.
But a lot of guys are saying they don't want to do that, and it's like, gross to them.
Yeah.
Is that just because they haven't tried it and they haven't given it a chance because of their internal?
No, to them more as a girl. Well, I don't know. I got no answer.
My boy, he was like crushing a lot of like homeless chicks, and a lot of people think that if you have sex with homeless people, there's something wrong with that.
Homeless people is no good. Exactly. Yeah, I agree. People losing a job and they should go.
Where do you think they should go?
They should go to other states.
What about the stigma around having sex with them? Have you ever dabbled yourself in some of the homelessness?
No answer for this.
More into normal girls than homeless girls?
Well, no, normal girls, it's the best thing you could have. I should prefer normal girls. All right, thank you guys.
Okay. Do you believe that there is sort of a war on Christmas, and is this sort of a protest on that, or?
What's that?
What's going on with the whole tree situation?
Oh no! Not nature. What year is it?
I think 2009,
2009?
10 maybe, something like that.
Okay.
One of the 2000s.
We still got a few years. Oh geez, I'm on camera. I probably shouldn't be talking, so.
ForbiddenClothes.com, promo code Ryan10 for 10% off. And they have a whole bunch of new designs, bunch of cool shirts there.
What is going on here? There's a
It's brains!
He's washing brains in the laundry.
You know about giving brains, man. It's not
Give him brains!
Yeah, you and him have a lot in common. You gave me brains and he gave me a shirt with brains on it. Forbidden Clothes Week at Ryan Long Comedy.